There is no system that is coming to save you. There is no second chances. There is no revives. There is no nothing in this life that contains to that, right? Um, I myself am a gamer. I spend a lot of time playing games, playing characters, putting in time, leveling them up, getting better gear, um, getting experience, making more money on my characters, and it's all for what? You know, you get to see this character grow and grow and grow and become into whatever it is you want it to be. But here's the difference. I also try to do that in real life. I go to the gym, I level up myself, I go to work, I try to make money outside of work, trying to get my money up. I try to learn, I try to get my knowledge up. I'm always on YouTube learning things, especially when it comes to the gym, when it comes to making YouTube videos, when it comes to speaking better, when it comes to sales at my job. I'm always trying to learn. And I think there's so many people that will put all this time and effort. And obviously, I'm not talking crap on video games. I'm a gamer, right? That's what I do. But I think there is a disconnect where someone will take all this time and they will play a video game and put so much time into this character on a game, but won't even take the time for themselves to go to the gym. They won't level up themselves in real life. And I just don't understand why you can take the time to do that in a video game, but can't take the time to do that for yourself. And obviously, this video takes a little bit of inspiration from solo leveling. And if you haven't heard of solo leveling, you probably live under a rock, because about a year ago, it damn near broke the internet. I've been keeping up with solo leveling for a long time. I read the webtoon like 6 years ago during COVID, watched the anime. I think there's a lot that you can take away from that. This man started from the bottom, literally. He was the E rank, which is the worst of the worst. He was an E rank, right? Started from the bottom. He got a second chance, got the system, started leveling himself up. But here's the thing. Even though he got the system, and the system said, hey, you got to do this every day, or penalties will happen. What's the difference between us and that? Like, what are the penalties? There is no system that's going to save you, but there is a system that you can make for yourself. Like, he is penalized if he doesn't do his push-up, set up, his run, whatever the fuck, right? You are penalized by the same thing. If you do not go to work, there's a system in place that means you have to go to work to make money. If you don't go to work, you get penalized. You ain't got money to pay your bills. If you don't go to the gym, you don't take care of your health, you're going to be penalized eventually for being out of shape, for having bad health. Who knows what the penalty could be? It could be something as small as, hey, I'm just not as good a shape. It could be something like, hey, I'm not able to do these things with my kids because I'm not in good enough shape. Hey, I've got diabetes. Hey, I've got high blood pressure. I've got high cholesterol. I've got fatty liver disease. I've got heart disease. The penalty just depends on the person. Depends on how you've lived your life. Hey, when I'm 80 years old, I can't get up off the couch and I can't walk around because I didn't care about my health. I didn't care about my fitness. Hey, I died at 70 because I didn't care about my health and I didn't care about my fitness. I died at 50 because I didn't care about my health and I didn't care about fitness. I didn't care about setting goals for myself. I didn't care about being better. Hey, I was homeless at 32 because I didn't care about going to work. Hey, I'm 40 years old and I don't know how to do shit in my life because I didn't care about educating myself on things. I didn't care about knowledge. I didn't care about learning things. There is no system, but there is a system in place in the life that we live, and there are penalties to those actions that people don't think about. They don't think about these things. Cool. You think you don't need to go to the gym? That's fine. What about when you're 60? You're going to look back and you're going to say, damn, I should have went to the gym. I should have taken care of myself better. I see it every day. I talk to people every day that are in their 40s and 50s that say, damn, I wish I would have never stopped. I haven't been to the gym in 15 years. Look where I'm at now. Health problems, overweight, can't do shit with their kids, their grandkids. These are all penalties of the system that you choose not to follow, right? Now, I'm not talking to all of you, obviously, but there is a system in place, but it's not going to save you. You don't get a second chance. You don't get to go back 5 years from now and redo it. That's just not reality. But what you can do Even if you are E rank, you start from the bottom. You can apply your own system to life to level yourself up, to go to the gym, to focus on health and fitness, to focus on making more money, putting in more time to learn things that will inevitably help you with your health and fitness and making money. Like, listen, when it comes to learning things, right? No one knows everything. I don't know everything. I know a lot. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. And you know how I learned all that? I've spent the last 10 years of my life watching YouTube videos, trial and error, reading scientific studies. Like, that's what I do. I get on YouTube and I go, what is this? Oh, hey, I saw something about they're doing new studies on creatine. Let me go look at them. Let me read them. And it's got me to a point where now I can use some of that information to make money. And because I've worked out for years and because I've done all these things, it all fits together. Why don't people don't want to level up like that? And I'm not saying it's got to be health and fitness. Maybe you've got other goals. Maybe you're a programmer. You need to go look some stuff up about programming, learn some stuff with that. Maybe you do something else, but it all still applies. It's okay to be at the bottom as long as you are putting in the effort to achieve something better and to be more successful. And not only on the topic of solo leveling, does this man start from the bottom, but he does it all alone. And I think that that's also something that people don't understand. And there are times where I've got a video about this to an extent. It's an earlier video. It's probably not the best. It's when I first started making videos again, right? But there is a point where you have to do things alone. Not everybody's going to be there with you every time. I come out here, I make these YouTube videos by myself. I don't ask nobody about it. I just come out here and do it. Shit, for a long time, I don't even know if Kayla watches these videos, right? But I know I'm going to do them. I don't have to go and tell everybody I'm making YouTube videos. I make them. I don't have to, I don't have to go to the gym and tell people I'm going to the gym. They see me there. I don't always have to work out with somebody. I'll go to the gym, work out by myself. I don't always have to have Kayla make my food for me. Sometimes I make my food by myself. Sometimes you have to sacrifice some things, And I think that everybody is relying upon, this kind of goes into the last video I made, honestly, about the expectations versus reality. People put themselves in this vicious cycle of things because they just don't have proper systems in place. Everything works under a system. Now, obviously, it's not the same system as solo leveling. You're not going to get some crazy buffs or free shit or, magical items. They're going to come out here and save you. But you have to put your own systems in place to be able to succeed in this life that we live. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you want to do. Until you make these systems for yourself and you put them in place and you use them in your own life, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be stuck where you're at and nothing's never going to change. And because you don't think of the consequences, because you're not being penalized right now for a lot of it, nothing will ever change until it's too late. And like I said, guys, I say these things not because I'm greater than. I say these things based off experience. I've been in places where I've, not had money, where I wasn't going to the gym, where I wasn't able to make the meals that I wanted to because I didn't have the money to buy the food I wanted. I didn't have money to drive to the gym. I didn't have things that I wanted to do. I was at the fucking bottom. I've been at the bottom multiple times. I say this out of experience, not out of I am greater than. But that's where the systems that you set in place for yourself come into play. If I didn't have these systems of going to the gym, of eating healthy, of wanting to make money to get out of the situation I was in from the bottom, right? If you don't make these systems for yourself, you'll just fucking stay there. You'll stay there forever. You'll never make gains. You'll never have better health. You'll never make more money. You'll never fucking learn anything. And what else are we here for? I guess some people are here just to survive, and that's it, which is cool. Hey, man, you want to be an E rank forever? By all means, stay there. It's not the life I want to live. I got at least got to be A rank, right? I'd love to be S, but I got to at least be an A. Shit, I ain't being no fucking E though. Maybe some people are happy with that. I'm not. So the main takeaway from this video: Find systems. Make your own fucking systems that you can put in place to help you succeed in life. At work, I'll leave you with this. At work, we have people come up with goals, make them write them down. 80% of people that have a goal in mind that don't write it down will never succeed in their goals. 99% of the people I talk to on a day-to-day basis don't even have anything planned. They don't even know what they're going to do tomorrow. Don't let that be you. Sit down, make some systems for the goals that you have, the things you want to do. If you need to make money, cool, make a system for that. How many hours do I need to work? What do I need to do outside of work? Do I need to get a second job? Do I need to start doing some things on the side? Make you a system for that. Hey, I want to have better health. Make a system for your nutrition. What days are you going to meal prep? What are you going to meal prep? What are you going to eat? What days can you have a cheat meal? Make a system. Hey, I want to be stronger. Hey, I want to be fit for my kids. Hey, I want to do this. Make a system. Sit down. Take the time. Make a workout program for yourself. Okay, how? I don't know shit about working out. Make you a system. Instead of watching a Mr. Beast video, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch a fitness video. Watch one of my videos, right? Even some of my old videos. I'm going to sit down and for an hour, instead of doing something for entertainment, I'm going to try to learn something. I'm going to go watch a YouTube video. Or maybe I'm going to get on the internet. I'm going to look at some studies, or I'm going to listen to some podcasts that talk about fitness and health. Put these systems in play. And if all else fails, something shitty happens, your day's fucked, you can always fall back on these systems to help you. They're not going to save you, because even with the systems in play, if you don't fucking do it, it doesn't matter. But at least with systems in play, you have something to rely on that's going to help you succeed. It's going to help you be closer to your goals, whatever they may be. They don't always have to be fitness. I use that as an example because that's what I like to do. But this is a big one, guys. Come up with some systems. Help yourself be successful. Nobody's coming to fucking save you. Maybe you got bailed out a couple times in life. That's great. That's not always going to happen. All right. Other than that, let me know in the comments down below what type of systems you guys have in play for yourself. But you guys have a great rest of your week. As always, I appreciate your time and peace.